So dear students, good morning once again. So in previous video you must have seen the summary of this chapter Indigo written by Louis Fisher. So let's continue with the explanation. So in that I have told you that the story is based on the interview taken by Louis Fisher of Mahatma Gandhi. So in order to write on him, he had visited him in 1942 at his ashram Sevagram, where he was told about the Indigo movement started by Gandhi ji. So जब लुइस फिशर महात्मा गांधी से मिलने गए 1942 में, he wanted to write on him. So that time he explained about the Mahatma Gandhi explained about the Indigo movement. Okay, and this whole story revolves around the struggle of Gandhiji's and other prominent leaders. पूरी स्टोरी में हमने ये देखा है कि उन्होंने किस तरह से स्ट्रगल करा, okay, in order to safeguard sharecroppers from this atrocities of landlords. Okay, so let's continue. So here is the Louis Fisher. I have already explained about the author in that previous video. Here explanation with word meaning I will explain you. So when I first visited Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram in Sevagram in central India, he said, I will tell you how it happened, and I decided to urge the departure of the British. It was in 1917. So the author explains, author बता रहे हमें about his first interaction. First interaction means meeting, conversation between both of them. So it was a first interaction with Mahatma Gandhi. So he says that he first met Gandhi in 1942. Where? उनके आश्रम में. So where it was situated in Sevagram. And it was located in central India. And Gandhi said that he would tell him about his struggle against the British, which first took place in the year 1917. Okay, now in next paragraph, he had gone to the December 1916 annual this convention of the Indian National Congress Party in Lucknow. There were 2,301 delegates and many visitors during the proceedings. Gandhi recounted, a peasant came up to me looking like any other peasant in India, poor and emaciated, and said, I am Rajkumar Shukla. I am from Champaran and I want you to come to my district. Gandhiji had never heard of the place. It was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal. So here we will see few words. First, conventions means agreement. Okay. Then delegates. Delegates means representatives. Peasant, you all know the meaning of peasants. Peasants means small farmers or poor farmers. Okay, then emaciated means thin, very thin. Okay, and that Champaran is a place in Bihar. So he says that in the month of December in the year 1916, Mahatma Gandhi went to attend the annual meeting of Indian National Congress at Lucknow. And there were about 2,301 representatives and visitors. So Gandhi recalled that a small farmer named Rajkumar Shukla came to him, जो कि कैसे दिख रहे थे, वेरी पुअर, वेरी थिन, एंड उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट करी गांधी जी से कि एक बार आप चंपारण विजिट जरूर करें. So where it is situated, a place in the foothills of the Himalaya mountain range near the kingdom of Nepal. So, under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. He was illiterate but resolute. He had come to the Congress station to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar, and somebody had probably said, speak to Gandhi. So in this paragraph, the meaning of sharecroppers is a tenant farmer who gives a part of each crop as rent. Then another word is resolute. Resolute means determined, okay, very firm, determined, that is resolute. So he told Gandhiji that he was a sharecropper. A sharecropper is a farmer who gives a part of the crop as rent to the owner of that piece of land that he cultivates. So he told him that because of an old agreement, बहुत सारे जो peasants हैं चंपारण के, they were sharecroppers. He had come to meet Gandhi on someone's suggestion, as he was determined to find a solution for the sharecroppers who were facing hardships due to this agreement. So he sought Gandhiji's help. And Gandhiji told Shukla he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to go to other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. Then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him to the ashram. For weeks he never left Gandhiji's side. Fix a date, he begged. So here the word committed means decided, and accompanied means go somewhere with someone as a companion, साथी के रूप में. Okay, we can say escort also. And this is a British name for the city of Kanpur. Cawnpore, British name for the city Kanpur. Okay. So after hearing his problem, किसकी प्रॉब्लम सुन रहे थे वो? शुक्ला की. So Gandhiji told him that he had to visit Kanpur and some other parts of India due to prior appointments, and Shukla went with him everywhere. After this, Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad, and Shukla was always there with him for several weeks, begging him to fix a date. उनसे उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट करी, किसने? शुक्ला ने, कि आप एक डेट फिक्स कर लें ताकि आप चंपारण विजिट कर सकें. Okay. So impressed by the shopkeeper's tenacity and story, Gandhi said, I have to be in Calcutta on such and such a date. Come and meet me and take me from there. Months passed. Shukla was sitting on his haunches at the appointment spot in Calcutta when Gandhi arrived. He visited till Gandhi was free. Then the two of them boarded a train for the city of Patna in Bihar. There Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad, who later became president of the Congress Party and of India. Rajendra Prasad was out of town, but the servants knew Shukla as a poor yeoman who pestered their master to help the indigo sharecroppers. So they let him stay on the grounds with his companion Gandhi, whom they took to be another peasant. But Gandhi was not permitted to draw water from the well, as some drops from his bucket pollute the entire source. How did they know that he was not an untouchable? So here are some words. First we will see that, like tenacity. Tenacity means determination. Okay. Then haunches. Haunches means things. Boarded a train. This to everybody must be knowing. Get on or enter. And yeoman. Yeoman means a man who cultivates a small piece of land. And pestered means bother or harass. Okay. So children, as Gandhi was impressed with the determination of the peasant, उनका जो determination था, okay, किसका? Peasant का. So he said he would be visiting Kolkata after a few months and that Shukla should meet him there. So जिस दिन वो दिन आया, जिस दिन उनका फिक्स हुआ था मिलने का, तो शुक्ला जो थे वो बहुत eagerly वेट कर रहे थे किनका? गांधी जी का. और when Gandhi got free, they both took a train to Patna and then they went to the house of a lawyer. And you must be aware of this Rajendra Prasad, who later became the president of India. So when they reached there, he was not at home, but the servants allowed both of them to stay at the grounds because they knew Shukla, and they all knew him because Shukla used to assist their master in helping indigo sharecroppers. So they did not allow Gandhi to draw water from their well, as they took him to be an untouchable and didn't want to pollute. वो नहीं चाहते थे कि उनका पानी गंदा हो. Okay, the entire water source. So Gandhi decided to go first to Muzaffarpur, which was en route. So here the word en route means on the way. Okay, Champaran, to obtain more complete information about condition than Shukla was capable of imparting. Imparting means pass on, giving. So he accordingly sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani of the Arts College in Muzaffarpur, whom he had seen at Tagore's Shantiniketan school. The train arrived at midnight, 15 April 1917. Kriplani was waiting at the station with a large body of students. Gandhi stayed there for 2 days in the home of Professor Malkani, a teacher in government school. So as Shukla was not able to provide, to give all the adequate information, जो सारी information थी ना, he was unable to explain or told. So therefore he decided to go to Muzaffarpur, which was on the way to Champaran, to obtain the complete information. सारी information लेने के लिए वो पहले कहाँ गए? Champaran. So he sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani, who was a teacher at Art College in Muzaffarpur. So Gandhi had seen him at Tagore Shantiniketan school, and Gandhi ने ट्रेन ली जो कि मुजफ्फरपुर जाती थी और जो वहाँ पर अराइव्ड होती थी मिडनाइट, ओके, ऑन 15 अप्रैल 1917. एंड देयर जो कृपलानी थे वो ऑलरेडी वेट कर रहे थे उनके बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ गांधी जी का. So Gandhi stayed there for 2 days at Professor Malkani's home, was a teacher in a government school. So who was a teacher in government school, उनके घर पे उन्होंने stay लिया. It was an extraordinary thing in those days, Gandhi commented, for a government professor to harbor a man like me in smaller localities. The Indians were afraid to show sympathy for advocates of home rule. So the news of Gandhi's advent and of the nature of his mission spread quickly through Muzaffarpur and to Champaran, and sharecroppers from Champaran began arriving on foot and by conveyances to see their champion. So Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhi to brief him. They frequently represented peasants group in court. They told him about their cases and reported the size of their fee. So here again we will see few words. Extraordinary, you all know the meaning of extraordinary, that is exceptional, okay, or remarkable we can say. Harbor here means, here harbor means that's entertain, harbor. Then sympathy, you know the meaning, support or pity, sympathy. Then advent, advent means arrive, okay. So according to Gandhi, गांधी जी के अनुसार ये बहुत रिमार्केबल चीज़ थी कि जो गवर्नमेंट प्रोफेसर था वो एंटरटेन करे किसी नॉर्मल व्यक्ति को, क्योंकि उन दिनों, because in those days people in small localities were afraid of supporting those who supported home rule, and the news of Gandhi's arrival and the purpose of his mission spread through Muzaffarpur और चंपारण. बहुत तेजी से फैल गया उनके मिशन, उनके आने के पीछे का उद्देश्य. And sharecroppers started to visit him. Muzaffarpur lawyers informed Gandhi about the whole situation as they represented various peasants in the court. So they explained to him about their cases and the fee that they charged them. So Gandhi chided the lawyers for collecting big fee from the sharecroppers. He said, I have come to the conclusion that we should stop going to law courts. Taking such cases to the courts does little good, where the peasants are so crushed and fear stricken. Law courts are useless. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. So most of the arable land in the Champaran district was divided into large estates owned by Englishmen and worked by Indian tenants. The chief commercial crop was indigo. The landlords compelled all tenants to plant 20s or 15% of their holdings with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. So this was done by long-term contract. So here few words like chided means criticize, scold. Okay, conclusion, result, and they were fear stricken. Fear stricken means afraid. Arable means land suitable for farming, and compelled means forced, and indigo, you all know the meaning of indigo. Indigo means plant that produces a blue color, that is indigo. So here Gandhi scolded the lawyers for charging such high fee from the poor sharecropper. क्यों उनको डांटा? He decided that it was useless to go to the court as the judiciary was not doing anything good for the peasants. उन्होंने कहा कि as long as the peasants were suppressed and full of, जब तक उनके अंदर डर रहेगा, जब तक उनको दबा के रखा जाएगा, ये यूजलेस होगा कि हम कोर्ट जाएं केसेस लड़ने के लिए. सो वो चाहते थे कि उनको फ्री किया जाए. सबसे पहले किससे? फियर से, जो डर था उनके अंदर, किसानों के अंदर, पुअर पेजेंट्स जो थे, फार्मर्स जो थे, उनके अंदर से डर को खत्म किया जाए. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द कल्टिवेट लैंड इन द चंपारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाज ओन्ड बाय इंग्लिशमैन, so who had divided them into various estates, property. So the peasants were the occupants of these lands, and Englishmen जो था वो forced करते थे the peasant to cultivate indigo on 15% of their land and to give the crop to them as rent. उनको rent पर दिया जाए. Okay, and all this was done through a long term agreement. So इसके लिए सबसे ज़्यादा long term agreement हुआ करता था. So presently the landlord learned that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. They thereupon obtained agreements from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation for being released from the 15% agreement. So here the word learned means come to know, and synthetic indigo. Synthetic means chemical based, or we can say artificial. Compensation, that is payments. Okay, so the sharecropper arrangements. So their arrangements means process. Irksome was irksome. Irksome means irritating. Okay, and to the peasant, and many signed willingly. Those who resisted means opposed. Okay, engaged lawyers. The landlord hired thugs. Thugs means cheats. Meanwhile, the information about synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasants who had signed, and they wanted their money back. So while all this was going on, the landlords came to know about the chemical indigo being prepared in Germany. Okay, and it was a blue color dye made with chemicals. So they started demanding money from the poor peasants in order to cancel their agreements, as they no longer required the indigo plantations. So the sharecropping system was very annoying, very irritating, and so many of the peasants paid for the cancellation of the agreement. बहुत सारे लोगों को जो cancellation करा तो उसके लिए उनको पैसा दिया गया. But as the news about synthetic indigo spread and reached the uneducated peasants, they started demanding their money back. उन्होंने भी अपना पैसा मांगना शुरू कर दिया. At this point, Gandhi arrived in Champaran. He began by Gandhi did not leave. Instead of proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Several lawyers accompanied him. At the railway station, a vast multitude greeted Gandhi. He went to a house and, using it as headquarters, continued his investigations. A report came in that a peasant had been maltreated in a nearby village. Gandhi decided to go and see. The next morning, he started out on the back of an elephant. He had no proceeded for when the police superintendent's messengers overtook him and ordered him to return to town in his carriage. So Gandhi complied. The messenger drove Gandhi home, where he served him with an official notice to quit Champaran immediately. Gandhi signed a receipt for the notice and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. So here, accompany, that is accompanied, means to go along with someone. Okay, and another word is multitude. Multitude means a large number of people. Okay, investigation, you all know. Investigation means inquiries. Then another word is that maltreated means ill treat. Okay. So Gandhi did not leave. So though Gandhi was threatened by the commissioner, गांधी जी को कमिश्नर ने धमकी दी थी, बट उन्होंने वो जगह नहीं छोड़ी. उसके बाद वो मोतीहारा चले गए. मोतीहारी एक प्लेस का नाम है, विच वॉज द कैपिटल ऑफ चंपारण. ओके, सो देयर, वहाँ जाने के बाद उन्होंने बहुत सारे लॉयर्स को ज्वाइन करा, और जब वो स्टेशन पहुँचे उनका वेलकम किया गया था बहुत लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पीपल द्वारा. बहुत ज़्यादा भीड़ थी उस समय. उसके बाद ही वेंट टू द हाउस विच वॉज लेटर दैट कन्वर्टेड इनटू हिज हेडक्वार्टर्स. वो उस घर में गए जहाँ पर उन्होंने अपना एक हेडक्वार्टर बनाया था, जहाँ पर वो बैठकर सारी इंक्वायरी करते थे कि जो मैटर है उसके बारे में पता लगाते थे. एंड गांधी जी डिसाइडेड टू विजिट अ नियर बाय विलेज व्हेन ही केम टू नो अबाउट एन इंसिडेंट ऑफ इल ट्रीटमेंट विद अ पेजेंट. जब उन्हें पता पड़ा कि एक बहुत ज़्यादा एक गरीब पुअर पेजेंट के साथ इल ट्रीट हुआ है, तो वो खुद जाके पता लगाना चाहते थे कि ऐसी क्या बात है. सो ही वॉज ऑन हिज वे ऑन एन एलिफेंट, एंड व्हेन द सुपरिंटेंडेंट्स, जो सुपरवाइजर होता है उस जगह का, messenger, he stopped him and ordered him to return back to the town. And Gandhi followed him, and the messenger took him back to his home, and he was then served a notice which ordered him to quit his movements. जो उनका जो मूवमेंट है, जो वो चला रहे हैं आंदोलन, और वो उसको छोड़ दें और दोबारा लौट जाएं. Okay, but Gandhi received the notice and signed a receipt on which he wrote. उन्होंने लिखा that he would not obey the order. वो जो ऑर्डर उनको दिया गया है उसका वो obey नहीं करेंगे, उसको वो मानेंगे नहीं. Okay children, we will continue remaining part of the chapter in next video.